Good morning, my dear friends, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Welcome to WeCare Online Education. I hope you will enjoy my class. I hope you enjoyed the class yesterday. Yesterday, I taught you about active voice and passive voice, and day before also I taught you about active voice and passive voice. And I told you about the importance of this passive voice because most of the wordings, sentences is framed as per passive voice papers, magazines, journals, and storybooks. This is how it is said. Now, coming to ask the questions. Did you have your breakfast? Yes, sir, I had. No, sir, I didn't have. I didn't have. I have to have, or you can say, I will have after some time. Otherwise, you can say, I won't have today because it's Thursday, I am fasting. ऐसा कहा जाता है. So, I won't have WONT apostrophe today because I am fasting, rather you can say. And one more, what time did you wake up today? I woke up at 6:30 or I woke up at 7 o'clock, like that you can say. At what time you went to bed last night? Last night I went to bed at 11 o'clock or 11:30, whatever it is. One more question we'll ask. Did you read newspaper today? Went to bed at 11 o'clock or 11:30, whatever it is. One more question we'll ask. Did you read newspaper today? Yes, I read. No, I didn't read. Like that you can say. So most questions is asked with have and did, didn't, don't, doesn't. Do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Because Ganesh Chaturthi is on August 22nd. Now today the date is August 20th. So in general, you can ask anytime. Do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Yes, we celebrate. No, we don't celebrate. Like that you have to say. When you are putting the question to they, do they celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Yes, they. Does he celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Does she celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Does Arvind celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Does Santosh celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? Like that you can ask. So for do, you're asking you and they. We make use of does for he, she, name. It we don't use it because it comes under animals. Is what the answer will be. Yes, he celebrates. It's converted to the plural form. I celebrate, celebrate, we celebrate, they celebrate. When it comes to he, she, name, you have to say he celebrates, she celebrates, Arvind celebrates, Santosh celebrates, or whoever it is. So two names, Ashok and more than one name celebrate, like that you have to use. So this general question you can ask anytime 365 days. After the festival, that is on 23rd, because festival you celebrate. ईद होने के बाद ऐसा पूछना है. कभी भी पूछने का पद होता है ईद के पहले का ऐसा पूछना डू और डस. ईद होने के बाद दूसरा दिन और शाम शाम में ऐसा पूछना है. डिड यू सेलिब्रेट गणेश चतुर्थी? यस सर. तभी आंसर कैसा आएगा? यस सर, वी सेलिब्रेटेड. नो सर, वी गणेश चतुर्थी. यस, दे सेलिब्रेटेड. नो, दे डिडंट सेलिब्रेट. डिड ही सेलिब्रेट? डिड शी सेलिब्रेट? Did Santosh celebrate? Did Rahul celebrate? Like this you can ask. Yes, he celebrated. Yes, she celebrated. Yes, Santosh celebrated. Yes, Arvind celebrated. So past tense should be the same. Whether you ask in you, they, or whether you ask in he. Yesterday, I had been teaching you about active voice and passive voice. Today, I will teach you about direct speech and indirect speech. What do you mean by direct speech and indirect speech? From Pune, like that you can say. So what are you doing? You will say, I am reading newspaper, TV, I am doing my homework, I am traveling, I am having my breakfast, like that, anything you can say. So what did you say? Then he will ask the same question. That is called direct speech. When both are talking, when both are speaking with each other, that is called direct speech. When one person asks a question, when A asks question to B, and you have to report that matter to C, D, or anybody else. When A is asking a question, or when A is saying something, and you want to report the matter to C or D, how will you report? How will you report? That is how we make use of a reported speech or indirect speech. Direct speech is the to. Indirect speech means what A said to B and what B has to say to C or somebody else. That is called indirect speech. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, now coming to, I have written some examples. I have written some examples on the board. It can be in the question form or it can be in the answer form. So first question will be there. Santosh said, "What's your name?" Santosh said or Santosh asked me, "What's your name?" Like that you can say Santosh said. Santosh asked me what my name was. Santosh asked me what my name was. In writing, what happens in exams and all, this will be in inverted comma because this is a dialogue. Dialogue. This is a dialogue. In direct speech, it is a dialogue. Santosh said, "What is your name?" When I'm reporting what Santosh said, so then I have to say, Santosh asked me what my name was. Santosh asked me what my name was. That is how we have to say. Now coming to, yes, Sachin said, "I play cricket." This is about the action. Sachin said, "I play cricket." It is not necessary that there should be action. It can be anything. Santosh said, "I play cricket." Sorry, Sachin said, how I have to report the matter to other person, maybe C, D, or anybody else. Then I say, Sachin said or told me. After said person is not necessary. For tell, you have to say told. Santosh told me or Sachin told me that he played cricket. So what happens here is changes. Is will become was, now will become then, today will become this day, like that. So the beauty of this is that tense changes. Is playing will become was playing will become had been playing, has played will become had played, matter in indirect speech. So the tense changes, but the meaning is the same. But you cannot say the same thing what it is said in direct speech. Santosh said, "What is your name?" What did he say? Santosh said, "What is his name?" What is my name? You cannot say that like that. What is your name? So how to report to a third party? How to report to a third person? There is a procedure. There is a method of saying. That is how you have to say. Coming to B is Ashok. Sachin said, "I play cricket." So C is asking, what did Sachin say? सचिन क्या कहा? सचिन ने बोला मैं क्रिकेट खेलता हूं. मुझे बोला, सचिन अशोक को बोला, हम सचिन ने अशोक को बोला. अब संतोष पूछी ने क्या बोला? सचिन ने क्या कहा? So I have to say, Sachin said that he played cricket. So here the play gets converted to played. I told you the tense will change. Rest of the things will not change. Okay. Now coming to Dhoni said, "I played cricket." So I play cricket is in the present form. Now second sentence is, "I played cricket." What did Dhoni say? Dhoni said that he had played cricket. Dhoni said that he had played cricket. I played become he had played. Sachin said, "I play cricket." You have to say he. Sachin said that he played cricket. So Dhoni said that he had played cricket. I play will become he played, and I played will become I play will become he played. I played will become he had played. So what happens here is the present tense gets converted to past tense. Here the past tense gets converted to past perfect. So coming to ing, Ramya said, "I am teaching English grammar." Ramya said, "I am teaching English grammar." What did Ramya say? I have to report to a third person. I have to report to another person. What I'll say? Ramya said that she was teaching English grammar. Though there what happens is is teaching gets converted to was teaching. Is teaching gets converted to was teaching. So present continuous will become past continuous, and will become would. Now coming to, yeah, Prakash said I was teaching maths. Prakash said that he is telling in the past continuous. What day when I called you? What were you doing this morning? Teaching English is present continuous tense. What are you doing now? That means I am teaching English grammar. What did Ramya say? Ramya said or told me that she was teaching English grammar, like that it correct. So present continuous gets converted to past continuous. Now coming to the sentence in direct speech is in past continuous. When the sentence in direct speech is past continuous, what happens? It becomes the past perfect continuous. So Prakash said, I was teaching maths. Prakash said, I was teaching maths. When you are reporting what Prakash said to another person or a third person or whoever it is, so you can say, Prakash said that he had been teaching maths. He had been teaching maths. Now, like that, you have to follow. Now, coming to next is coming to will. Coming to will, what? I will do this work. So he says, Ramesh said, I will do this work to said to Ashok. Ashok has to remote say to Prakash. So Ramesh said that I will do this work means Ramesh told me or Ramesh said that he would do that work. This work will become that work. He will do that work. If it is that work means that work only. So Ramesh said, I will do this work. When you are reporting the matter to a third person, you should say like this. Ramesh said that he would do that work. He would do that work. So this is about will. Now coming to ing, what will you be doing today at 6 p.m.? Sir, I will be doing my homework, or I will be watching TV, or you can say I will be having tea, or I will be traveling on the bus. Anything you can say. So there what happens is will be replaced by would. Will is replaced by would. So he said that he would be traveling. He would be doing his homework. He would be traveling. He would be doing his homework. He would be watching TV. He would be studying, or he would be cooking, whatever it is. So what happens here is will be gets converted to would be. Will be gets converted to would be. Here what happens in direct speech, if you want to convert any sentence to indirect speech, automatically it gets converted to the indirect speech. That is a rule. Don't ask why. Okay. Then my friend said, I can help you. My friend said, I can help you. What did my friend say? I can help you, he said. I can help you. So how you are reporting the matter, what your friend said to another person. My friend said, I will help you. So how I have to report? My friend told me, and my friend said that he I can help you. I have to say, my friend told me that he could help me. So you will become me. My friend is saying, don't worry, Ashok Kumar, I can help you, or I will help you. I can help you, or I will help you. I can help you means how I have to report the same I can help you to another person. So Ramesh said that he could help me. He could help me. If it is will, I will help you. He said that he would help me. Can will become could. Will become would. I repeat. Ramesh said, I can help you. How you have to report in the indirect speech. Ramesh told me, or Ramesh said to me also, you can say. Ramesh said that he could help me. One more sentence, I will help you. Ramesh said to me, or Ramesh told me that he would help me. So will gets converted to would. Can get converted to could. So present continuous becomes past continuous. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Then I have. Ramesh said, I have paid the fees. I am asking you, have you paid the fees? He said, I have paid the fees. So how I have to report the matter to a third person or another person? Ramesh told me, or Ramesh said that he had paid the fees. He had paid the fees. I have paid the fees gets converted to have gets converted to had. Yes. And Nirmala said, I have applied. Nirmala said, I have applied for the exams. I have applied for the exam. So Nirmala is a female. You have to say, what did Nirmala say? Nirmala told me, or Nirmala said, she, I have it, she had. So have gets converted to past tense. She had applied for the exams. She had applied for the exams. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, yeah. So what happens, my dear students, if it is in present form, it gets converted to past form. If it is the future, it gets converted to would. Can gets converted to could. Say gets converted to said. So like that it is. So my mother said, I am cooking. I am cooking. What did your mother say? My mother told me, or my mother said to me, or the mother said that she was cooking. She was cooking. And mother will say, yes. Mother, I cooked rice. I cooked rice. Mother say, what did you do today? I cooked rice or I made chapatis. She had cooked rice. Here cooked will become had cooked. And one more thing she says, she made chapatis. She made chapatis. So what did she say? The mother told me that she had made chapatis. So she has made chapatis means it gets converted to had made chapatis. If the sentence itself is I had cooked, I had made means here in what happens in indirect speech, the tense will not change. Had cooked, it will be the same, and there also had cooked is the same. In case of past perfect tense, the tense will not change. If it is had, here also it will be had. Okay. Then yes. What is that? So he says, the student says, Sir, it is raining. Sir, it is raining now. Sir, it is raining now. Like that. So how will you report the matter to a third person? My student told me, or more students said that it was raining then. It is raining will become it was raining then. It is raining will become it was raining then. That is how you have to say. So this is about the direct speech and indirect speech. We can ask questions also. What are you doing? He asked, he told, he said, what are you doing? So the A reports the matter to B. B has to report matter to C. What will say? He asked me what I was doing. He asked me what I was doing. Then one more question, what will you do? One more question, what will you do? So he asked me what I would do. What I would do. My class teacher said, you should study well. My class teacher said, that is the dialogue. Class teacher said, you should study well. He's telling me you should study well. How I have to report the matter to a third person? The class teacher said to me, you should study well. That means she's advising. My class teacher advised me. You becomes me here. She's telling me now, isn't it? You become me. My class teacher advised me that I should study well. That I should study well. Your should will not get changed. That I should study well. So one more thing. My friend said, I will come to your house tomorrow. My friend said, I will come to your house tomorrow. So how I have to repeat? How I have to repeat the matter to the another person or a third person? My friend told me that he would come. He would come to my house. I will come to your house. gets converted to, he told me that he would come to my house the next day. He told me he would come to my house the next day. This is how it is said. So you should be very wise. Here in passive voice, certain rule is there. In direct speech and indirect speech also certain rule is there. So you have to follow that rule. In direct speech and indirect speech, there is certain rule. Like that, voice only third degree verb is found. In direct speech and indirect speech, the tense changes. Can will become could, today will become this day, tomorrow will become next day, yesterday will become previous day. So he said that I came to see you yesterday. My friend said, I came to see you yesterday. Sir, you were not there. Sir, I came to see you yesterday. Or my friend said that he had come the previous day. He had come the previous day. That day, I was not here. So word becomes I was not here. I was not here, like that you have to say. So that is how you have to report. When you are reporting the matter from direct speech to indirect speech, the tense changes. Okay. Can will become could, I repeat. Will become would. He is playing will become he was playing. He was playing will become he had been playing. And coming to present, so how long have you been? Where do you live? So the question is, where do you live? Somebody asked me. I say, I live in Sahakar Nagar. What did he ask me? He asked me where I lived. He asked me where I lived. So I said that I lived in Sahakar Nagar, where I lived. Then he asked me, how long you have been living there? How long? How long you have been living there? The question can be there. How long I had been living here? How long you had been living there? When it gets converted to indirect speech, how long had been living there? I will say, I have been living in this area for the past 15 years. I have been living in this area for the past 15 years. I will say, how I should report to a third person. While reporting to the third person, I should tell him that I told him like that I had been living in this area for the past 15 years. So have been living gets converted to had been living. So coming to did, you will ask me, sir, did you, one of my students will ask me, sir, did you have your breakfast? Did. So what happens here is, it becomes here. Did you have your breakfast? So what did he ask me? Did you have your breakfast? When I want to report this question to somebody else or to the third party, how it should say, he asked me whether I had my breakfast or if I had my breakfast. Did will become whether. Okay. Did you come to class yesterday? He asked me, did you come to class yesterday? The sentence gets converted to when I want to report the matter to a third person. He's asking, one person is asking me, did you come to class yesterday? How I have to report the matter to a third party, what he said. वो क्या कहा मैं कैसा come to the class the previous day. I should not say what did he say? Did you come to class yesterday? No. He's asking me. What did he say? Did you come to class yesterday? I cannot say what he said exact words. What did he say, sir? Did you come to class yesterday? He's asking me. Did you come to class yesterday? When I am reporting the matter to a third party or somebody else, I should say like that. He asked me whether I had come, or he said that whether I had come to class the previous day. Did you come? How did you come to class yesterday? How the sentence gets converted, you see. Had you come to, is asking me, had I come to the class the previous day? Is asking me, so you will become I. Had I come to the class the previous day? Yesterday become the previous day. Came will become had come. So the question is like this. If the question itself is like that, had you come to class yesterday? So there it will not change. Had come one week because there is no one more conversion. So had you come to class yesterday? He asked me whether I had come. Whether I had come to class yesterday. So my mother told me, get 1 liter of milk while coming from office. I leave my office at 6 o'clock. My mother called and told me, Santosh or Ashok, get me 1 liter of milk while coming from office. Get me 1 liter of milk while coming from office. What did my mother say? How I should report? What did my mother say? How I should report? My mother told me that I should get. My mother told me that I should get a liter of milk while coming. I should get. My mother told me that I should get a liter of milk or 1 liter of milk while coming home. While coming home, like that, you have to report. So you should not say the exact thing what the other person says. So A will say like this to B, how B will report to C. That is about reported speech, direct speech and indirect speech. It can be negative also. It can be negative also. I didn't come to class yesterday, sir. Santosh will say, I did not come to the class yesterday. He had not come. I was playing. When you called me, sir, that time I was playing. How to report the matter to the third person? Santosh told me that I was playing. He had been playing when I called him. He had been playing when I called him. He will say, I was playing when you called you. Look at how the sentence gets converted to indirect speech. He told me, or he said that he had been playing. I was playing will become he had been playing. When I called you, then it becomes when you called me, will get converted to when you called me. When I called him. So it gets converted. That is how you have to say. Many examples are there like this. Many examples are there. Coming to, do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? You can ask, anybody can ask me. Do you celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi? What did he ask? Whether, so here what happens here is this, it becomes past tense here. Whether I celebrated, whether I celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi, or you can say whether I celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi, how to report in the indirect speech, whether I had celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi, like that you can ask. It can be in the question form, it can be in the answer form, like that. Then one more question. Who won the match? Who won the match? Who won the match? Who had won the match? Like that you can say. Win 1-1. Who won the match? Who had won the match? Who had won the match? Who paid the fees? Who paid the fees? I didn't go to the college. I didn't go to office. Sorry, I didn't go to school. Somebody has come and paid the fees. So who paid the fees? Means the answer could be, he asked me who had paid the fees. Who paid the fees gets converted to who had paid the fees. You say, what happened? Did you did you pay the fees? Question is, I'm asking. Ashok, I'm asking Santosh. Did you pay the fees? Santosh has to report to Suresh. Santosh has to say, Suresh, what I said. I asked me, did you pay the fees? So Santosh will report to Suresh. Sir asked me whether I had paid the fees. Did you pay the fees gets converted to had you paid the fees. Okay. Like this, it forms. So this is about direct speech and indirect speech. You should remember. Any questions can be asked. It will be a short answer. So one thing you have to remember is in direct speech, it will be in inverted comma. This is a dialogue. This is a dialogue. What happens in indirect speech? What happens? There will be no inverted commas. There will be no commas. Direct one sentence will be there. Santosh asked me what my name was. Sachin said that he played. Sachin told me he played cricket. So that I have put in the bracket. Why? Because it is optional. Oh, बोला तभी ठीक है नहीं बोला तभी ठीक है. Sachin said that he played cricket. Sachin said he played cricket also is okay. Just put a comma over there. So you can remove that. If that is there, also it is not wrong. When that is not there, also it is not wrong. Okay. So this is about direct speech and indirect speech. Is very simple. So coming to some more words, I will tell you. I have written some sentences here. I will read how it gets converted to direct indirect speech. Swami said, "I play golf." Golf is a game. Swami said, "I play golf." How to get converted to indirect speech? Swami said that he played golf. Swami said or told me that he played golf. She said, "Sit in your place." He said, "Sit in your place." That means she advised me or she told me to sit in my place. Sit in your place will become in my place. He said, "Sit in your place." वो क्या बोल रहा है? आप जगह में आपका जगह में आप बैठो. Sit in your place. Sit in your place gets converted to. That means she told me. What did she say? She's telling me, sit in your place. Somebody is telling me, sit in your place. How it gets converted to indirect speech? When I want to report what she said to another person, she said, sit in your place. How I should report this matter to some other person? So I will say, she told me to sit in my place. Your place will become my place. So said to me will become. मुझे बोला. She said, children stop talking. Or the teacher said, children stop talking. What did the teacher say? What did the teacher say? How I should report to the third party? The teacher advised or the teacher instructed. The teacher instructed the children. Teacher advised the children to stop talking. Children stop talking. The teacher advised the children to stop talking. That is how you have to say in the reported speech. Now coming to my friend said, "Are you married?" That means here the question will be asked. My friend said, that is the dialogue. That is the dialogue. What did my friend say? Are you married? So how I have to report the matter to another person? My friend asked me whether I was married. Look at that. Are you married will become whether I was married. He asked whether is he married. My friend asked me whether he is married. My friend said, is she married? How I have to report the matter to another person? My friend asked me whether she is married, whether he is married, whether she is married, like that. So so my friend said, my friend asked me whether it was raining here. Is it raining there? How to report the matter? How the sentence gets changed to indirect speech? He told me that he told me whether was it raining here. He asked me whether was it raining here. One more thing. He said, I am preparing for my exams. She said, I am preparing for my exams. This is in present continuous tense. I told you the tense changes. Present continuous will become past continuous. Past continuous become past perfect continuous. Will become would. Can will become could. Shall will become should. Today will become this day. Tomorrow will become next day. Yesterday will become the previous day, like that. So it gets converted. She said, I am preparing for my exam. What did she say? She told me that she had been preparing. She was. Once again, I repeat. She said, I am preparing for my exams. I asked, what are you doing? How to report the matter to the, how to report, what did I ask? He asked me what I was doing. What are you doing? Become what I was doing. So she said that I am preparing for my exams. She told me that she was preparing for her exams. My will become her, is will preparing will become was preparing. That is the rule of indirect speech. He said, I was watching TV when you called me. He said, I was watching TV when you called me. Suppose maybe some 1 hour before or 2 hours before or last night or yesterday evening. What did he say? He said, I was watching TV when you called me. How it gets converted? How I have to report I was watching TV when you called me gets converted to he said that he had been watching TV. He said that he had been watching TV when I called him. I called you will become when I called him. So how the sentence gets converted? I repeat. I was watching TV when you called me. So he told me or he said that he had been watching TV when I called him. So me will become him, was watching will become had been watching. My mother said, who came to see you? My mother said, अब कोई आया बातचीत करता था उसके पास. So I spoke to him and he went out. So my mother asked me after he going out, वो लड़का और आस्था कुछ आदमी आया था बात करने के बाद मैं मेरा मदर माँ ने पूछा who came to see you? कौन आपको देखने आया? आपको कौन देखने आया था? Who came to see you? So my mother asked me who had come to see me. Who came to see you gets converted to who had come to see me. What did my mother say? Direct speech. Who came to see you? How I should report the matter to a third person? What my mother said. How I should report the matter to a third person? What she said. What she said. I will say that my mother asked me, my mother told me, or my mother asked me, who had come to see me. My mother asked me who had come to see me. Here, who came to see me will become see will become who had come to see me. Coming to the police said we will catch the thief. The police said we will catch the thief. What did the police say? The police said that they would catch the thief. Will become would. They would catch the thief. Jyoti said, I will not go to my hometown. Any person, he said or she said. Jyoti said, I will not go to my hometown. What did she say? She told me or she said that she would not go to her hometown. I will become she and my hometown will become her. This you should say. This is how you have to report. What did she say? I will not direct speech. I will not go to my hometown this year. Third person or anybody is asking me, Jyoti told me or Jyoti said that she would she would not be going to her hometown. She would not go to her hometown or she would not be going to her hometown like that you have to say. Will not will become would not. My will become their her. If it is male, it is his. क्या बोला वो? It has been raining for the past or for 2 days. What did he say? He told me that or he said that it had been raining for 2 days. So has raining gets converted to had raining. This you should remember. I told you, present continuous will become past continuous. Present perfect continuous will become past perfect continuous. Okay. Can will become could. Will become would. If it is had, it is had only. If it is has, it gets converted to had. If it is have also, it gets converted to had. If it is already had, it is had only. If it is already would, it is would only. Then mother said, my son is studying. Mother said, what is your son doing? I'll ask, what is your son doing? Mother will say the another person what I asked. He asked me what my son was doing. What is your son doing? What my son was doing. So mother says that my son is studying. Mother said, my son is studying. So mother told me, or mother said to me, or mother said that his son, her son was studying. Father हो गया तो his son हो जाएगा. Father said, my son is studying. What did father say? My father told me, or my father said that his son was studying. If mother said her son was studying, look at the difference. When it is a male, you should say use his. When it's a female, you have to use her. Coming to my father said, where did you keep my passport? My father said, asked, where did you keep my passport? He's asking. What did my father say? Where did you keep my passport? He's asking his son or somebody in the house. How I have to report the matter to the other person or to the third person? What did my father said? My father asked me, is asking me, my means my father. My father asked me where I had kept his passport together. My will become his and did will become had. Where did you keep will become had kept. I repeat, my father said, where did you keep my passport? That is his passport, not my passport. That is the father's dialogue. Where did you keep my passport? It is the dialogue of the father. What did your father say? He's telling me. My father said, where did you keep the passport? Where did you keep my passport? How I have to report to my friend or somebody else. That is the third party. So I should say like that. My father asked me where I had kept his passport. My become his. Isn't it? My will become his. Where did you? So he's asking me, had I, where had I kept his passport? Did you keep will become where I had kept. So once again, I say, my father said, where did you keep my passport? The answer will be, my father asked me where I had kept his passport. My friend said, whose book is this? A book kiska hai? How it gets converted? My friend asked me whose book. My friend asked me whose book was that. Is will become. Today I will come to your house. I'm telling to my friend. What did I say? Today I'm coming to my house. So my friend will say, Sir told me that he would be coming to my house this day. Today will become this day. Now coming to my brother said, how can I help you? My brother said, my brother is telling, how can I help you? How I have to report the matter? How I have to report the matter? Third person, he will say, my brother asked me, or my brother told me, how can I help you? How he could help me? I will become he and you will become me. How I could help me? How he could help me? I will become he is asking, I is it. How can I help you? My brother asked me how he could help me. Can will become could, I will become he, and you will become me. Now, this you should be very careful in saying. So, here the meaning doesn't change, only the tense changes. It is raining, it was raining. He told me that it was raining. He told he will come today. He told me that he would come today. He said, what are you doing? He asked me what I was doing. I will tell what you were you doing? What had you been doing? I will tell I was teaching when you called me. I should say that I had been teaching when you called me. I had been teaching when you called me, like that I have to say. So this is about the conversion about the direct speech and indirect speech. You should be very also I'll be doing the same topic. Tomorrow also I will be teaching the same topic about direct speech and indirect speech, little bit different sentences. So I have given you a brief picture about this. Tomorrow, some more questions I will say. So it will be something asking questions. It can be in negative form. It can be in positive form. It can be in asking questions. Many forms are like that. So tomorrow also I will be teaching about business. There are eight questions in WH questions, and yes or no questions are many. So we shall have some question answers, question answer session or question answer topic on Monday. Tomorrow I will continue this direct speech and direct speech with some more example. I hope you enjoyed my class today. We shall see you tomorrow at the same time, 11 o'clock. Thank you very much for watching this weekend online education. Have a good day. Loka Masta Sukino Bhavantu Sarve Janaga Sukino Bhavantu.